Starting a PhD can be quite exciting. So I remember when I had joined PhD, I was so excited and so elated that I had got admission for PhD. And my whole time before I could join the campus went in planning and thinking about how things will be. Unfortunately, in India, we don't have a clear platform which will tell you, okay, these are the things you have to do, these are the things which you can avoid. As a first year research scholar, you want to do well, you want to meet your supervisor's expectation and really do well for yourself. And ultimately the goal is to get out of PhD but with flying colors. But what are the things that you need to remember as a first year research scholar? So are there any things that you need to know before taking admission for PhD? We are going to discuss that only today. There are a lot of thoughts which go on in mind. Am I doing enough? Am I progressing in my work? Did I bite so much that I cannot chew? These are all the thoughts. You are starting in a new atmosphere, new colleagues. Starting anything new can be quite draining. Now, many of the times I see students, the entire focus is on publications. That is a good thing, that ultimately you have to do that. I personally feel first year should be used just to get used to your curriculum, just to get used to the new surroundings from the point of view of mental health as well. And also if you are going for a publication or anything, it takes some time before you get used to the experiments. In experiments also there are trial and error experiments. You don't know what works, what doesn't work, which chemical gives what kind of reaction, and overall how your methodology works. So first year should be for practice rather than publication, and obviously by the end of first year your methods will get so refined that you will be in a position to publish a paper without a doubt. As a first year research scholar, you will be bombarded with a lot of information, right? If you have coursework, then that information is there. Then you have to prepare your proposal, that literature review and all that. And sometimes your supervisor will ask you to start the experiment so that you get into the groove. So all these things are there. So how do you stay calm? That is only possible once you are organized. The system that I use is Notion. I have done detailed tutorials on Notion on my PhD dashboard, on the beginners tutorials as well, so you can have a look. Notion is one thing. Then secondly, your day-to-day activities need to be logged. What exactly you are doing every day, that you need to make a note of it. You either make a physical notebook or a spreadsheet or Notion table, anything, whatever works, but that needs to be monitored, because sometimes you don't remember what all work you have done. You may feel in this excitement that you will remember everything, but trust me, PhD is one thing where you are drowning in the sea of information. One thing we ignore is communication of results has equal weightage to that of getting results. When you are getting used to a new surrounding, you always have that insecurity whether whatever you have done is good enough. One thing to remember is that if you have done an experiment, that itself is good enough. Whether the result is positive or negative, that is a secondary question and it does not arise. The fact that you have done the experiment proves your worth as a research scholar. Communication of results is equally important, because that is how you will get your feedback. That is how you yourself will realize where the mistake is or where you need to improve. And if the result is good, that can go for publication. But all this is delayed if the result is not well communicated enough. We live in a culture where overworking is glorified. And overworking is glorified to an extent that it is believed that the more you work, the more results you get. But these two actually have no coordination. Earlier there was this factory system of 9 to 5 where laborers used to work, and there the output used to get proportional to how long the laborers used to work. We are no longer living in that era of industrial revolution. Most of us, some work we do from home, some work we do in the office. Some, as research scholars, there would be many experiments where you will have to take break forceful break, okay, because either some resources won't be there, or it would get occupied, or you won't be well. So being okay with that. We always take break when we are ill or some work is there on personal front, but taking breaks such that you don't do any work during that break, this is a key to getting back rejuvenated as a research scholar. And of course, health and well-being is important. Nutrition and workout, these things I have said time and again, so I don't want to bore you. At the end of the day, whatever results you get, the aim is to get published in a good paper. So if the daily writing habit is not there, then it becomes so taxing to even start with the thought of writing a research paper. So even a 15-minute daily practice of writing or typing, whatever, is important. Also, at least half an hour should be devoted for just referencing and thinking about your PhD. If you are not doing anything, then just think about what are the experiments that you are going to do, what are the things that you are going to work on. So these things can really streamline your work and push you towards excellence. You will get ahead far more than others. These were the things that I wanted to tell you. If you are a first year research scholar or a senior research scholar, I want you to comment below what are the things that first year research scholars should keep in mind. What was your experience as a first year PhD student? So let us know in the comments. Let's start a healthy discussion. Till the next time.